What's your name?
You guys should. Edward. Everybody, you guys should make friends.
Laura
and Edward. You're gonna share a joint right now. All right.
Enjoy it.
Rachel, you're just gonna stay squatting like that?
Yeah.
All right, great. All right, we're gonna keep the show on the road. Next up, he's amazing. The man needs no introduction. He's incredible, and he's here tonight. Demitri, everybody.
You're so welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Exciting to have you here.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Rachel. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for knowing my name.
Yeah. This is cool. Yeah, this is the closest to time travel I've had. Okay, cool. How you guys doing? All right. I gotta go to Reno tomorrow, so I'm trying to get some last-minute jokes to work before I perform in a casino. It's not gonna be like this. It'd be cool if it were, if I got there. So, hey. It's weird when people have trouble in a relationship with someone. I feel like there's one of two things they usually ask for. They'll be like, "Hey, listen, I just need some space, okay? Can you just give me some space?" Or they'll say, "I need time. I need time to just figure things out, you know?" What's interesting about that to me is that those are the two things that make up everything. Those are the building blocks of the universe. That's fucking everything is space and time. So they're basically saying, I want anything else but you. Do you understand? The fabric of everything else that exists, except you, is what I want to spend space and time with, so get away from me. It's pretty powerful. I realized recently I like certain things and dislike other things, and I usually can't articulate why. Do you know what I mean? You just have a feeling. You just like certain things. But as I get older, I'm starting to understand my own thinking a little bit more. And I'm usually surprised, but it's just how I feel. Like, I like the letter G. The uppercase G is a letter that I like. It's not in my name, not in any of my three names. And so I don't have an agenda, you know what I mean? I'm not like on the G side or something, GT or whatever you would say there. But I like the G. And I realized recently, I was just looking at it the other day, the uppercase G. I think it's because it looks like it's saying like, me? You talking to me? Yeah, G. I'm from New Jersey, so I relate to it. That's kind of how people are in Jersey. Hey, look to me. Hey, I'm G. But other ones, I don't like as much, and I don't know why. But anyway, I'm just not as cool. I've never gotten to the level of coolness that I want to be in life. I'm in my 40s, and when you get there, you kind of know where you stand. I'm not the most awkward person there is. I know that, but I'm not in the top quartile of, cool people if you ranked them. And just even thinking in quartiles has already knocked me out of where I want to be. You know what I mean? And that's okay, that's who I am, that's fine. It's just not going to happen for me. But it pisses me off. I just feel like, I wish there were shortcuts to just being comfortable in your own skin, just being cool. Drugs, there's probably one of them. It seems like that works. But I have food allergies. I can't, I'm afraid to do drugs. I'm allergic to so many things, but I have a life-threatening allergy to peanuts, which is, pretty common. Yeah, it's fucking terrible. Like, I can't even tell you how frail that makes you feel as a person. I can go into... I'm gonna die. Any 7-Eleven, I can kill myself in any 7-Eleven like that. You know what I mean? Just like, I'm in a bad mood, I pull over, give me a Reese's peanut butter cup. I'm fucking dead in front of this guy. It's like somebody's telling you, hey, you maybe shouldn't be alive anymore. There's something delicious that kids eat, and it's gonna fucking kill you. God, Jesus. So I'm afraid if I get high, I'll be like, that looks delicious. He died, what happened? Heroin overdose? No, he smoked some pot, and then he had a whatchamacallit, and then he died. And they thought it was hilarious based on whatever brand of, pot. And what do they call them? Strains? Brands? But, yeah, so I don't really do that stuff. Because I'm afraid. But, I don't know, sometimes objects look very, alive to me. There's a personality that they have. My wife had a birthday recently, and somebody gave her some helium balloons. We brought them home, and we had them in our living room for a while. And it was weird, just walk by them, and they looked so confident, you know what I mean? And kind of just young and kind of muscular. I don't know, they're kind of full, you know? And they got the little strings hanging from them, and they're just up there at the ceiling looking down, and you're like, fucking let me out, you know? But then something terrible happens. They just become so human. A few days later, I came in the living room, and one of them was down. It was at head height. It was just kind of hey man, I don't feel so good. What's going on? Yeah, you look fucked up. What happened? Because it just starts leaking, and it just starts to shrivel a little. It just ages. It's just and then a couple days later, I came in and it was just on its back on the floor. This balloon is dying. You're dying. I don't know what to tell you, It was just so sad because it still says, happy birthday. It's still kind of shouting at you. I'm you don't have to do that anymore. It's over, It's okay. But, I don't know. It probably just, if you start thinking about death, it's just a snowball effect. And it just kind of puts you in a different place. I don't know. It happens with me. I don't know why. But, I was thinking, I wonder if anybody ever had a near-death experience that just kind of rolled right into death. You know what I mean? Or if it was just kind of, they have the near-death thing, and so they're going, towards this white light, and they're going down this tunnel, and there's their grandmother and some great uncle or an old neighbor, or some people are welcoming them, and it feels warm, and they're just the weight is being lifted off. But then, just go backwards. They're getting revived, and everybody fades, and they're bye, they're coming, and then beep, 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 they hear the hospital sound, beep, but then something goes wrong, beep, and then they're oh, I'm going back this way. Okay. And then everybody in the tunnel's oh, are you? Hey, is this normal? Just go with it. Hi, welcome back. I feel that's how I'm gonna die. There's just an awkwardness that I can't seem to escape. You just can't just fucking die and then you're in there, Be is he here? Is he there? I don't know. It's the way I feel I never know if we're hugging or if it's a handshake. Some people are just smooth. They just fucking come in and hug you, but I'm are we hugging or not? I don't know. Same kind of thing. Maybe not. I feel maybe I'm just kind of a reserved person. Some people are just shyer. You're just a little withdrawn a little bit. But the problem is that's how assholes and shy people present kind of the same way in a lot of situations. And you can't tell. You can't read them. Are you an asshole? Are you shy? What's your thing? There should be a card that you carry if you're just shy, so that if people are looking at you, you just pull out the card and they see a green stripe or something. Oh, he's shy. Okay, that's good. He's not a dick. It's fine. Just let him. He'll get comfortable. He'll look at you. Just don't worry about it. But you'd have to register for it, it's some sort of a DMV. You'd have to take a written test to make sure you're not an asshole. Did you vote Republican? There's certain things he's an asshole. You don't get the card. You're an asshole. So. Tailgating, all the stuff that assholes do. People are assholes. It's just part of the human condition. It's you can't help it. I'm sure I've been an asshole. I've done things that clearly would qualify. Sometimes by mistake. When you flag the waiter down and can you please just wrap this up? And I'm allergic to that, so could you separate it and just put it in this? Thank you so much. And then you just leave it there. You just forget it. You know what I mean? But it's such a dick move. The guy must come out and be you fuck. But it's hard to have compassion for other people. You know, I'm trying to get better at it, but people are like, sarcasm is such a shitty thing. People are sarcastic. It's so easy to be an asshole. Even if you're doing something nice, you can turn it into shitty, you know? Like if you're giving somebody a tip, just make a sound when you give them the money. Just go, ugh, asshole, you know? But people are sarcastic. Like, I wonder when sarcasm emerged, if it was shortly after we had language or even before. Was it pre-verbal, you know? Just one caveman was just kind of like, what a dick, whatever the word is for that. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like in life, I want to act out sometimes. Like, I feel like there are moments that feel so scripted where you have to say certain lines in life. If you don't say them, then you're an asshole, you know? You have to say them. Like, if someone comes up to you with someone else and like, hey, today's your birthday. My next line is happy birthday. I have to say happy birthday to her. There's nothing else I can say and not sound like an asshole. Hey, it's her birthday. Congrats. Oh, dick. Wow. There's nothing you can say. You know, you have to say, and it just pisses me off because it makes me feel like, you know, you don't have free will or something. If you meet a baby, you have to. There, you don't have to give a certain line, but you do have to give a performance. Right? If you introduce me, this is Dylan. You have to be like, hi, or like, hey, you know, pitch up your voice, or hi, Dylan, you know, whatever. Imagine how crazy you sound like, this is Dylan. Hey, what's up? You're talking to my baby. What are you, a fucking psycho? Just go like this, like do something. Just, you know. Okay, is he gonna remember? I can say, fuck you. He doesn't know what the hell that means. I'm not going to, but you know, you want to act out a little bit. I don't know. I was at a party and this guy was like, I believe everything happens for a reason. And I just wanted to slap him in the face. And be like, what the hell was that for? You tell me. You're the one who believes it. I don't know. I think that's free will. There was no reason. You know, I was just testing. Some things just make you feel alienated, you know? It's interesting. You said you have a peanut allergy. That makes me feel connected because I'm like, we know a similar situation. Which, by the way, is food allergies are tough. It's like people have worse things, but it's so hard. When I was single, it's like my worst nightmare was to go to a restaurant and they have a complicated menu because then I gotta like give a speech and like warnings to the waiter or whatever. I can just picture the woman who's sitting across from me being like, this is hot. I like this. This guy, very frail, very very afraid, very fearful, serious. When he double-checked that the sauce did not have peanut oil in it, I was thinking, I'm gonna fuck this guy, man. I want to reproduce with him because I could have a kid that has that problem too. Imagine how much I have to worry about him at picnics and stuff. This would be great. I don't know. But certain things, I think they just can like make you feel alienated. Like when I was growing up, I would watch game shows, and I remember thinking at some point, I'm never going to be that excited about anything in my life. People on the game shows are jumping up and down, and this is just so fucking. I just never can have that much enthusiasm. I just don't have it in me, you know. And it pissed me off at some point. I realized because it wasn't like balanced. People would be so euphoric when they won, but then I wish the people who lost would be equally as devastated as they were happy. You know what I mean? I think it would be symmetrical emotionally. Like, yeah, oh my god. And then you see the other guy just on the ground in fucking tears, just like weeping. I didn't get the kitchen set. Oh my god, oh my god. And just like pull him away, you know, medics and stuff. I don't know, it'd be more interesting to me. I was thinking I could write a cool book that's different. Like, I wanted to write an autobiography that turns into a biography, just like, you know, like you read 3 chapters. The first 3 chapters are about me, or, you know, I start telling you about myself. But then I just casually mention Benjamin Franklin in chapter 4. And then I say something like, speaking of Franklin, and then the whole rest of the book is just all about Benjamin Franklin. It's going to be kind of interesting to do a trick like that, and then someone gets to the end of the book, like, this fucking nerd tricked me. Just wanted to teach me about Benjamin Franklin. I don't know shit about him. That's kind of cool. I think people are still really homophobic. I mean, I was thinking about Facebook and all that stuff. Like, I always see women saying, "You look beautiful" to their friends and stuff. Guys are never like, "Bro, you look really handsome in this photo." It's just not a comfortable thing for some reason, you know? That seems like a problem. I think it's interesting that people use animals as insults for other people, you know? Like, call someone a cow. Like, that's a creature, that's another animal we should, like, you call a person a cow, it's like, that's mean, you know? Or say someone's a rat. He's a rat, you know? It's like, shit, rats, hey, I don't like rats, but I'm not gonna malign the whole rat species. There's probably some rats with nice personalities, you know, but we just say rats, piece of shit, you know, a snake. There are not that many for compliments, like a fox, right? That's a good one. You're sexy. Is there, there must be another one. Is there another animal that's like a compliment?
Lion.
A lion? Yeah.
Wolf.
Did somebody say a wolf? A horse? Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, it's true. I like that would be a compliment if you said it with the right tone. You know? But it'd be cool to use the one that's not assigned, you know? You're just talking to somebody like, Bobby's such an antelope, you know? What are you talking about? I don't know. Just an antelope. I got a couple more things here. If you go on vacation, I went on vacation and it was interesting. I got a massage, kind of like massaged, you know, my skin, my back, whatever, and I went in a hot tub and I laid out in the sun and I sat in the sauna. So I realized, like, a vacation is just being treated like food. It's just like they tenderized me, they boiled me, kind of cooked me out in the sun. You know, it's just like being prepared to be eaten by something. That's relaxing. Some words are so disappointing. The words sound like, I feel like they use the wrong word and then it's taken and you can't use it for something else. Like a layover sounds so sexual to me. And it's just not at all, you know what I mean? Like, I had a 3-hour layover in Boston. Ooh, lucky you. No, I was just in an airport. It wasn't. Or tardy. Certain words sound much more offensive than. Is Chris kind of tardy? Am I right about that? Yeah, I'd say it's a little tardy. Tardish. I've had moments where I have tried to be cooler. I try to just, I'm sure some people can relate to this, where you're just like, fuck it, man, just be confident. Like, just be, you want to be cool, just fucking be cool. My first TV spot ever, 2000, I think. I was on Conan. When Conan was in New York at 12:30, I got booked on Conan. I was so excited. So I got there and they told me, the stage manager said, okay, so, you know, you come out, you stand on this mark. They tell you, like, hey, you know, the band is over here, but play to the audience is over there, but make believe there's audience over here, because the camera's right here, so, like, you know, play to the band and stuff too. I'm like, cool, got that, so it looks like there's a bigger crowd. You know, they tell you this stuff, got it. The showtime comes, and, you know, and he goes, oh, I'm going to point to you, you know, Conan will introduce you from his desk, and then, boom, I'm going to point to you, go. I said, cool, got it. So then I, you know, got there, I was ready, got my little jokes together, and Conan is making his television debut, you know, here he is, and it says my name, and then the curtain opens or whatever, and the stage hand points to me, he's like, go. But I decided this moment, hold on, I'm gonna be fucking cool. This is my first time on TV, I'm gonna be cool about this shit. My idea was, don't go out right away, just fucking hold the beat, you know what I mean? Just fucking own the moment, you know, suspense, whatever. I don't know what my theory was, but I thought, just wait a second. So he goes, go. And I just stand there looking at him. He's like, go. He's like, go. So then I go out and I do my set. You know, it went okay. It went fine. But then my friends, we went to a bar to watch, you know, came on that night. Let's go watch it. So we went to watch it. And So Conan introduces me, and then there's a shot of the curtain where I'm supposed to come out, right? And I don't come out right away. But here's what I didn't know. The curtain didn't go all the way to the floor. You should see a shot of the curtain and 2 New Balance sneakers. You just see a guy standing there who the feet look scared. The feet tell a different story. Just frozen sneakers, and then you see him kind of move. It just fucking pissed me off. It's just like, just let it go, dude. Don't try so hard, you know, you'll be okay. Yeah. I go to use my DVD player and it says hello when I turn it on. I don't know if anyone else has one that tries to engage in conversation, but what the fuck? We don't need to be friends. No offense, just play the fucking movie. I feel like you're stalling. You know what I mean? Just, hey, how's it going? Fuck you. Play my movie. That's why I'm laughing. It's not like I'm in the store. Do you have any sort of a thing that could just greet me? Like a small robot that just says hello but doesn't speak? I'm just looking for that. Thanks. I noticed that on Reynolds Wrap it says, Reynolds Wrap, trusted since 1947. That's what they say on their box. Yeah, I love that they use the word trusted because it just makes you think there's some story there that we don't know all about. You know? So you're trusted since 47, but you've been in business since like 1930 or something. That's correct, yes. The first 17 years we had some problems. You buy Reynolds Wrap and you just open it, there's a dead rat and say, motherfucker, I want a tinfoil. You just can't trust him, you know? Trick you, Reynolds. You're sneaky. 47, they get a new CEO. He's like, all right, listen, we gotta stop fucking with people. There's a problem in the tinfoil industry of just, shenanigans. Like, let's just fucking, this is 47. Shenanigans is probably used a lot more than today. He cleans up the company, and you know what? That's from then on they were trusted, and that's why. I don't know, maybe. I was wondering why rappers are called rappers because that word is already taken. It's spelled differently, but rapper makes me think of like a candy wrapper or something. But then I realized, the alternative is rapist. So you're gonna go with rapper or rapist. Maybe, I don't know. I've been alive long enough that I can remember looking forward to the 2000s like it was the future, you know? And it's weird to me that live in this time if you're old enough because it is just disappointing. Like I think about it a lot. You know what I mean? When you look at a calendar, I still feel like I'm in the future and it's just, they fucking blew it. Nothing in the 2000s, like flying cars, just fucking none of this. At least silver outfits. At least let's all be wearing silver. No one wears silver. I mean, there must be warehouses of silver stuff. You're like, what the fuck? I invested in silver clothes. Nothing. This is a nightmare. Lasers. I mean, even lasers. I feel like if somebody came from the past, they'd be like, so what's going on with lasers? What are you guys doing? If you want to remove, like, back hair or pubic hair, are you fucking kidding me? What about, like, no, that's it. People are hairy. That's a problem we didn't get rid of in the future. Well, who's the president? Just don't even ask. Just forget. Alright, I think I'm probably... what else was I going to tell you? I like transition lenses. Those are cool, those kinds of glasses. Some inventions are cool. Because transition lenses, it's like, when you're outside, they're sunglasses, and when you're inside, they're regular glasses, you know? And all you have to do is tolerate looking like a pedophile for like 2 minutes in between. That kind of creepy transition window there that you go through. You pay a price for that technology. So what I did was I tightened this and then tried to lift it. That's a rookie mistake. You're 20 in comedy, I should know that, actually. Okay, there, yeah, that's good. Okay. I realized how out of shape I am a couple days ago because I crouched. And that was it, I just crouched. It was like a little too long. I got fucking lightheaded from crouching. I was like, I am in trouble here. This is crazy. Because some people, it's, you know, I don't look athletic, but I don't look out of shape. I'm just kind of neutral. So you wouldn't know that I can't even chase a bus. I fucking pass out. You know, I've often had to give up on things that were, I was late once, in college even, I was late for an exam. I remember waking up late for an exam, and that fear, that's a nightmare that you actually have, right? Is that, shit, the test started, you know? And I tried to run to the test, and I had to take a break running. It was just like a couple blocks away, and I was like, I can't even make it to my fucking art history final. The best exercise for me is jump rope, because it combines two things that I respond well to. Threats and self-hatred, you know what I mean? So it's like, because you're basically just threatening yourself over and over again with the rope. Like, I'm gonna trip myself. No, I'm not. Fuck you. Fuck me. I can't. It's a battle with myself with rope, you know? It's weird, I mean, it's such a funny thing, because I remember thinking, you don't even need the rope, just jump a bunch. No, that would look crazy in the gym. There's just certain people just jumping like over and over and over and over like that. You need a prop, man. You have a rope or a flag or something. A scarf? I don't know. It's just, can we give this guy something? This doesn't look right. You're making people nervous. Just modulate it, man. Alright. In closing. I wonder how they market cruises to people. A cruise seems like a hard thing to sell to people. You know, like, hey, do you like hotels? Yeah. How about one that could sink? I'm not comfortable with cruise ships, you know. Near the list of ironic ways I would not want to die would be to drown in the swimming pool on the deck of a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean. That would piss me off if that's how I die. I'm gonna be like, what happened to Demitri? Did you hear? What? He drowned. Where? At the Pacific Ocean, the middle of the ocean. Holy shit, he drowned in the middle of the ocean? No, he drowned on the middle of the ocean. He was on a boat that was totally fine, but he found this one spot where turns out if you have too many margaritas and you lose your balance, you fucking die. What an asshole. Thanks everybody, that's it.
Mission Ryan, everybody! Let's see our round of applause. Yeah! Give it up for Demitri.